Thursday morning, Part 1, Psalm 91 through 100. Psalm 91, Psalm 92. It is good to give thanks to the Lord and to sing to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your mercy in the morning and your truth at night, on the harp of 10 strings with an ode on the lyre. For you make me glad, O Lord, with your work, and I will greatly rejoice in the works of your hands. How magnificent are your works, O Lord, your thoughts are exceedingly deep. A man without discernment shall not know these things, and a senseless man shall not understand them. When sinners grow like grass, and all the workers of lawlessness have arrogant looks, it is so that they might be destroyed unto the ages of ages. But you, O Lord, are most high forever. For behold, your enemies shall perish, and all who work lawlessness shall be scattered abroad. And my horn shall be exalted like the unicorn, and my old age shall be blessed with rich mercy. My eye shall be looked upon by my enemies, and my ears shall hear of evildoers who rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree, and he shall be multiplied like the cedar in Lebanon. Those planted in the house of the Lord shall blossom forth in the courts of our God, and they shall be still increased in a rich and old age, and shall be prospering. So proclaim, the Lord is my God is upright, and there is no wrongdoing in him. Psalm 92, Psalm 93. The Lord reigns, he clothes himself with majesty. The Lord clothed and girded himself with power, and he established the world which shall not be moved. Your throne is prepared from old, you are from everlasting. The rivers, O Lord, the rivers lift up their voices. Because of the voices of their many waters, marvelous are the billows of the sea. Wondrous is the Lord on high. Your testimonies are very much believed. Holiness is proper to your house, O Lord, until the length of days. Psalm 93, Psalm 94. The Lord is the God of vengeance. The God of vengeance declares himself boldly. Be exalted, O you who judge the earth. Render the arrogant their reward. How long will sinners, O Lord, how long will sinners boast? How long will they utter and speak wrongdoing? How long will all who work lawlessness speak? They humbled your people, O Lord, and they maltreated your inheritance. They killed the widow and the resident alien, and they murdered the orphans, and said, the Lord will not see, nor will the God of Jacob understand. Now understand, all you without discernment among the people, and all you fools at length be discerning. He who planted the ear, shall he not hear? Or he who formed the eye, shall he not see? He who chastens a nation, shall he not reprove them? He who teaches men knowledge? The Lord knows the thoughts of men are vain. Blessed is the man whom you instruct, O Lord, and whom you teach from your law. So you may give him rest from the evil days until a pit is dug for the sinner. For the Lord will not reject his people, and he will not forsake his inheritance, until righteousness returns to judgment, and all the upright in heart possess it. Who will rise up for me against evildoers, or who will side with me against the workers of lawlessness? If the Lord had not helped me, my soul would have almost sojourned in Hades. If I'd said my foot slipped, your mercy, O Lord, help me. O Lord, according to the abundance of the grief in my heart, your encouragements consoled my soul. Shall a throne of lawlessness be present with you, a throne that frames trouble by an ordinance? They shall hunt for the soul of a righteous man, and they shall condemn innocent blood. And the Lord has become a place of refuge for me, and my God the helper of my hope. And repay their lawlessness to them according to their wickedness. The Lord our God shall destroy them. Come, let us greatly rejoice in the Lord. Let us shout aloud to God our Savior. Let us come before his face with thanksgiving. Let us shout aloud to him with psalms. For the Lord is a great God, a great King over all gods. For in his hand are the ends of the earth, and the heights of the mountains are his. For the sea is his, and he made it, and the hands formed the dry land. Come, let us worship and fall down before him, and let us weep before the Lord who made us. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as in the rebellion, during the day of testing in the desert, where your fathers tempted me. They tested me and saw my works. For 40 years I was treated with contempt by that generation. And I said, they always go astray in their heart, and they do not own my ways. So I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. Psalm 95, Psalm 96. O sing a new song to the Lord. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, bless his name, proclaim his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the Gentiles, his wonders among all people. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised, and he is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are demons, but the Lord made the heavens. Thanksgiving and beauty are before him, holiness and majesty are in his holy place. Bring to the Lord, O families of Gentiles, bring the Lord glory and honor. Bring to the Lord the glory of his name. Take up sacrifices and enter into his courts. Worship the Lord in his holy court. Let all the earth be shaken before him. Say among the Gentiles, the Lord is king, for he established the world which shall not be shaken. He has judged the people with uprightness. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth greatly rejoice, and let the sea be shaken in all its fullness. Then let the fields and everything in them rejoice. Then let all the trees of the forest shall greatly rejoice before the face of the Lord, for he is coming to judge the earth. He shall judge the world in righteousness, and all the peoples with his truth. Psalm 96, Psalm 97. The Lord reigns, let the earth greatly rejoice, let the many islands be glad. Clouds and darkness surround him, righteousness and judgment are the right ordering of his throne. Fire shall go up before him and burn up his enemies on every side. His lightning gave light to the world. The earth saw and was shaken. The mountains melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, and at the presence of the Lord all the earth. The heavens proclaimed his righteousness, and all people saw his glory. Let all who worship the carved images be shamed. All who boast in their idols, worship him, all you angels. Zion heard and was glad, and the daughters of Judah greatly rejoiced because of your judgments, O Lord. For you are the Lord most high over all the earth, exalted exceedingly over all the gods. You who love the Lord hate evil. The Lord keeps the souls of his saints. He shall deliver them from the hand of sinners. Light dawned for the righteous, and gladness for the upright of heart. Be glad in the Lord, O righteous ones, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. Psalm 97, Psalm 98. Sing a new song to the Lord, for he did wondrous things. His right hand and his holy arm saved peoples for him. The Lord made known his salvation. He revealed his righteousness in the sight of the Gentiles. He remembered his mercy to Jacob and his truth to the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth saw the salvation of our God. Shout aloud to God, all the earth. Sing and greatly rejoice and sing psalms. Sing to the Lord on a lyre, and with the voice of a psalm. With trumpets of metal and the sound of a trumpet of a horn. Shout aloud before the Lord our King. Let the sea be shaken in all its fullness, the world and all who dwell in it. The rivers shall clap their hands together, the mountains shall greatly rejoice. For he comes to judge the earth. He shall judge the world in righteousness, and the people with uprightness. Psalm 98, Psalm 99. The Lord reigns, let the people be angry. The Lord sits upon the cherubim, let the earth be shaken. The Lord is great in Zion, and is exalted among all peoples. Let them give thanks to your great name, for it is fearful and holy. The king's honor loves judgment. You prepare uprightness. You work judgment and righteousness in Jacob. Exalt the Lord our God, and worship at the footstool of his feet, for he is holy. Moses and Aaron are among his priests, and Samuel is among those who call upon his name. They called upon the Lord, and he heard them. He spoke to them in a pillar of a cloud, and they kept his testimonies and the ordinances he gave them. O Lord our God, you listened to them. O God, you are very merciful to them, while avenging all their ways of living. Exalt the Lord our God, and worship at his holy mountain, for the Lord our God is holy. Psalm 99, Psalm 100. Shout aloud to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before him with great joy. Know this, the Lord, he is God. He has made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and enter into his courts with hymns. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth is from generation to generation. Psalm 100, Psalm 101. O Lord, I will sing to you of mercy and judgment. I will sing and understand in a blameless way. When will you come to me? I walked in the innocence of my heart and in the midst of my house. I have not said any lawless thing before my eyes. I hate those who commit transgressions. A crooked heart shall not cleave to me, for as the evil man who turned away from me, I did not know him. He who secretly slanders his neighbor, this one I chased away. The one with an arrogant eye and an insatiable heart, with this one I did not eat. My eyes were on the faithful of the earth, so that they might dwell with me. He who walks with me in a blameless way, this one ministered to me. He who acts arrogantly did not dwell in the midst of my house. He who speaks unjustly did not prosper before my eyes. In the morning I slew all the sinners of the earth, so as to destroy from the city of the Lord all the workers of lawlessness.